maybe the biggest talking point of the first 2 days was the Crosby Joel Vaughan interference call. What's your read on that? Or non-interference call?
The lack of the interference call.
Yeah.
Look, personally, I fucking hate it when I'm going left and someone's paddling in the same direction.
Yeah.
It makes no sense. If it's fucking Jaws, yeah, because that person's trying to get out of harm's way either way. But for me, if it's not a wave of consequence, why the fuck are you paddling the same way I am?
Yeah.
They're just two paths are on track to meet, and more often than not they meet. So for Crosby to just leisurely paddle straight back out without it look, I didn't see it in the flesh. I was just watching on the webcam. It didn't really look like he changed his path.
No.
And for me, that deems an interference. That surfer has right of way of that wave and the wave in its entirety. And I totally accept the fact that he did not mean to do that. But at the end of the day, like, you are where you are, and he's just a bad place at a bad time, and there has to be ramifications for that. Would it impact the score? I'm not sure. It wasn't like a home run on Joel's.
But you'd have to think he makes that turn.
You would have to think he changed course. This is another aspect.
Yeah.
Did any involvement in Crosby change his course? And in my opinion, that is what warrants an interference.
Yeah.
He interfered with his wave. If you look at it on just purely face value, it makes perfect sense.
And I think, like, it's important maybe now, like, with that call being pretty, like, it's a pretty vocal thing across the surfing community right now where people are talking about it. Like, do you just put a line in the sand now and go, if that happens again, we're going to that's it. This is a new rule. If you get in someone's way, as unfortunate as it may be, you're going to cop an interference. Even if it's not a priority interference, maybe if it's like the old school one where you get half your wave axed rather than the full wave.
That's still around. It's just that before priority interference is a full cut.
Yeah. So like maybe if they just run with like the normal interference rule and you don't necessarily lose your whole score, that could be a way you could run it.
It's funny you say that. It does feel like they only deem it an interference if they think there's a little bit of malice at play.
Yeah.
It needs to just be a blanket, hey, sorry, you're just wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah.
But you still got in the way of a surfer.